Thursday, January 22nd. Today, you know what? We're kind of in a summer mode. We're making the plans, right? But then we decide change the plans.
Because of weather changing.
Because of weather and something. We kind of get to the mood. Take it easy. How it goes, that it goes. Anyway, so we didn't make it to Dali Museum a couple of days ago. So we'll try to make it to Dali Museum, but we will see.
In Tampa.
It's actually not Tampa, it's St. Petersburg.
Oh, St. Petersburg.
St. Petersburg. So we're gonna drive there. Hope we're gonna make it, and hope we're gonna see and show you St. Petersburg and Dali Museum. Okay, but no promises, no promises. Okay, let's go.
But it's gonna be interesting. Stay with us.
Stay with us. Okay, we have the same picture. We live in clear water right now. We just realized every time we live in clear water, we can see Tom Cruise apartment building, and we look through his condo windows. Yeah, this one. Okay, so we're arriving to St. Petersburg. That's the St. Petersburg downtown.
Florida.
Florida, yes. Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah. Florida, of course. United States, Florida, St. Petersburg. And very soon, in 4 minutes, we will arrive to Dali Museum. Okay guys, so finally we made it. Very good parking, $10. Okay, and Dali Museum is here. Okay, it doesn't look like. I want to go around because they're actually here. But you know what? I want to go around. Let's go around. Let's go around. I think the best view will be from here. Okay, so Salvador Dali. It's a very interesting artist, very interesting. Okay, so I hope they still have headphones. So we're gonna listen. What about the Salvador Dali, about this arts, and what every pictures represent? Because sometimes I'm looking at the Salvador Dali pictures, I have no idea what is that. Okay. You know what? Let's go inside. Let's go buy the tickets and let's go see. Fountain of Youth. Oh. I feel like 25 years old. This is really wicked. Look at this. He'll love this stuff. He'll love it. Okay, let's go inside. I think it will be more interesting.
Okay, what we got here?
Okay guys, I just want to say they have a very interesting policy. So it's 10 minutes to 5. After 5 p.m. it's a half price. So we're going to walk around here on the first floor, gift shop, and go outside in the park for 10 minutes. Then we come back and we will pay only $16 per person. Okay, let's go walk.
This one that I want to buy.
No, sure. Look, let's walk around and
Yeah.
let's go outside.
Today, Dali Museum, you may decide.
If it's rain.
They have
Yeah.
umbrellas in case of the rain. Wow. Okay.
Look, they made this flowers. It's actually shape of his mustaches.
Yeah. So you're right. So it's his mustache. Yeah. And Dom. Oh no, it's a Van Gogh. A Van Gogh light.
It's a probably starry night. Yeah. Yeah, this one is the shape of mustaches of Dali.
It's a Dom. Yes.
But here, now I feel humidity.
Let's have a picture.
Yeah, let's do it. Who made this one?
I have no idea, but I don't know what is that? I don't know.
I don't know what kind of symbol. What they wanna say? Here, no signs. Look, it's Salvador Dali as well.
Yeah, Salvador Dali. Yeah. No, at least I can see the face.
Bronze.
Right here. I can see the face.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is hand. This is hand. This is the rest of the bodies. Legs looks funny. A little bit. Oh, and this one too. This is the body too, right? It's actually Christ, the Christ on the cross. Oh,
It's
wow.
1973, 1974. Mm-hmm.
Just continue the park. So. Please don't climb on the rocks. I promise I'm not gonna.
Wow, it's actually made from this is bracelets that they're giving when you're entering in a museum.
I would call this musical garden. See the music. Thanks for this lady.
A lot of flowers. Interesting. Now January. I have to make a picture. Just
know.
sit there like this. We don't have a headphones anymore, right?
No, it's not just a Salvador Dali, it's another one. See? Is it? Or am I mistaken? Gift, flyer. No. You know what? It's probably his art too, because it's 1918. Maybe he changed the art to another one. I think so.
Mhm.
No. 1918 oil colors. Is it the picture when you get in close with something? You sure?
Yeah, I think yes. Let's see. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, it's you see, it's like I don't know, like cherry or something, because you see it's cherry there and atoms.
Oh, it's a cherry. Yes,
No,
I
no,
thought it
no.
was.
Yes.
And folks, don't reach over the wire.
So
It's
oh,
Yeah, if you went here,
be careful.
it's a face. Oh yeah, this one is the famous one. Yeah. Yeah, from far away you can see face like an elderly person, but if you're going closer, you can see actually this is face from other people. Yeah, if you're going far away, it's again it's turning elderly person face. It says in 1940. Dali had broken from surrealist and became a classic artist. And this one, here you go, it's his classic painting.
This is his wife again. See the female face?
Yeah,
That's his wife.
okay.
He was madly in love with this woman.
Plus 2 that he finished in less than 1 year. I'm not going to be able to talk about all 6 of those, okay, but I'm going to do as many as I can in the time that I have. So we're going to go around this corner.
Okay, we just checked all paintings, Salvador Dali, all his Is it rain outside? No? This house looking from inside to outside. Piers and pier, garden, harbor front, yachts. From their side, their airport and planes, but it's looking like private one.
No, it's I can say it's a cadets airport. They training young people to fly small planes. This street line airplane.
As I remember from last our visit here, this is collection, some private collection. Somebody donated or they give it
I
for.
think I've seen lots of names. This picture donated by. So it was
So it's like from private collections, right?
yeah.
Decided to have some break and eat something. Okay, we got some stuff. So it's mushroom soup, muffin, coffee, and here is Barcelona chicken sandwich with chips, coffee, and nice weather. Okay, what do you think about this museum? Do you like it?
I love the artist who is really unique in art, okay? And Dali is really unique. I'm sorry, cafe is almost closed. They're kind of cleaning everything, so it's at the end of the day, almost 8 o'clock. So staff is extremely friendly, showing everything, smiling about Dali. Sorry, about Dali, guys. I really want to say something, but I'm afraid it's going to be something inappropriate and politically incorrect or something. So,
but it's an interesting painting. It's very interesting and unique, like you said. Yes, and it's actually worth to see this one.
definitely, definitely.
And collection that is here. It's a unique collection.
It's absolutely unique collection.
There are a lot of famous paintings.
It's original paintings. Okay, so we're gonna buy the book and we're gonna buy the albums with the original paint. Not original.
Yeah.
And
But painting it's actually donated some private owners.
lots of private donations. So it's worth visiting. Okay, so thank you for watching this video about Dali Museum, and we will continue our journey right now. Okay, don't turn it off.
Okay, we're leaving this place. It's a little bit dark, not a little bit, it's actually dark. And we will go to
We go
downtown.
home.
Downtown, maybe a little bit, no? What do you think?
We're gonna drive through downtown and we're going home.
And we're going home. But comparing previous days weather, it's actually permitted. It's a really good one. It's a warm and light wind and no humidity. It's very important for us.
Okay guys, let's see downtown. Let's see downtown St. Petersburg, close to the shore. is a Central Avenue we're going. Yeah, that's downtown. You can see bright patio on the right side. Yeah, a lot of people. You know what? We just realized, as my wife said, there's no, what he said, Spanish vibe and lots of music like in Miami, right?
Latinos, yeah, like in Miami, there are
Music
Spanish
everywhere, yeah.
everywhere. And
This
here
is
it's different.
kind of dark, I would say, right?
But parking is packed.
Yeah, parking is packed. A lot of people sitting in the restaurants, but well,
It's dinner time.
I don't see the people like walking in the street with kind of like a Spanish music and dancing and everything. Everybody's inside, and not just because it's cold. It's actually not so cold. It's very pleasant, but it's different than Miami, of course. So it's a 6th Street, and I would say the entertainment downtown is over. Further on, it's just the banks and the offices and some other stuff. So that's it. All right, green light. Okay, guys. So I would say today we're gonna call it for today. Our journey is over. I hope you like Dali Museum and surrounding areas. So like it, subscribe it, and we will see you next time.
See ya.